A course at an Upper Valley school is giving students firsthand experience in making maple syrup. Scott Fleischman is here to show us the sugar bush where all that sap is being collected. Hi, Scott.
Hi, Kat. Yeah, we are at the Sugar Bush at Thedford Academy, about 10 minutes walking distance from campus. You know, there's like 500 acres here at Thedford Academy. Plenty of space to have a area like this where they can tap about 150 maple trees and get all of that sap flowing. And it's been quite the program over the last 4 years, teaching the traditions and the science behind maple sugaring. Scott Ellis is the outdoor program coordinator here at Thedford Academy. He's joined by two students. This is Dylan, who's a senior. Noah is a sophomore, and they've been helping out here. And Scott, 4 years now this program's existed, and talk about the need for it here and how it all got started.
Yeah, I think, there are great lessons to be had outdoors in nature. And you can really take a place like this and amplify it and teach these kids the science and their own culture and history. Vermont, we make maple syrup. That's what this time of year is about. And to teach these kids not only how to do it and taste it, but how to make it and the science that can go behind it. It's really a pretty special educational opportunity for these kids.
And we have really picked a good day. The sap is flowing through those tubes. And, one of the cool things this year, obviously, the pandemic's been tough on all of us. And one of the opportunities that students may have this time of year would be to go to other sugaring shacks, see how maple sugar is being made. Can't really do that this year. So having this program here now is even more important.
Yeah, this has been a difficult year for many people. And a lot of people like to go do the maple events and visit their local sugar house. So maybe this episode is what you got this year. You can kind of join us for a little bit, but we can't go see those big sugar houses. But the kids here, they have their own sugar house, and we can be safe with COVID, keep our distance, and really learn this process in a nice, healthy way.
So, Dylan, your lab is working on the diameter size of the tubes and the different sizes, and, will one size be more effective than the other, right?
Yeah, exactly. So we're looking at whether 3/16 or 5/16 lines are going to produce more maple syrup. And so all of us kids in the class are setting up different labs, and we're going to see what produces more sap.
What have you found so far?
So far, we found that the 5/16 is producing a little bit more.
All right, and obviously a lot more experimentation to go.
Yep.
It's just like a lab experiment with some maple sugar on the side. And for you, Noah, what's been one of the great treats about this program?
Great treat is just getting outside and spending a couple hours outside every Thursday and Friday. It's good to get out, take a mask break if you need to, and it's good to do some work around campus.
All right, so we have seen the sugar bush here. We've seen the trees being tapped. Coming up a little bit later here on the Channel 3 News First F4, we're going to head up back to campus to the Sugar Shack and see some of the fun stuff that's going on there. The learning never stops. We are live in Thedford. Scott Fleischman, Channel 3 News.
Sure doesn't. Thank you. Thedford Academy students are maple sugaring as part of the Environmental Studies and Outdoor Education course. Earlier, we showed you the sugar bush where the students were collecting the sap, and now Scott Fleischman is live at the Sugar Shack where they're learning to process it. Hi, Scott.
Hi, Kat. Yeah, this Sugar Shack was built in December of 2018, and so this is now the third year that it's been in use, all built by students. The lumber was donated from a local company just a short ways away from here. So really, it's quite a great structure that they have here, and it's perfect for what this course is all about, which is learning the science and tradition behind maple sugaring. And we met Noah a little earlier here on the Channel 3 News, and now we get Sabina here, both sophomores at Thedford Academy. Tell us, Sabina, what's going on right now inside here?
Well, right now, we're starting to boil some sap. We've been boiling for about an hour and a half. And sap goes in here and kind of starts to boil down to more sugar content. And then once we're done, we'll pour it out to here and finish off and become sap or sugar. Maple syrup.
Noah, we talked earlier down at the Sugar Bush about the labs and how maple sugaring, you're getting an education. Each of you have labs. Your lab is here. So what are you doing?
So my lab is what wood burns the hottest. So I'm going to gather some bundles of different softwoods and hardwoods and have a certain time where I use the evaporator and I load the firebox with certain types of wood. and see which one burns the hottest and which one gives the best evaporation rate.
And what have you found so far?
I haven't started yet.
Okay.
I've just started the lab report, and we'll see where it goes.
That's an interesting study for sure. Which word burns the hottest? Sabina, what has been some of the highlights for you for this program?
Definitely, like all of the maple sugar part of this. But last semester it was cool because we learned everything about nature itself, especially the trees and the animals. And now we're definitely moving into what you can get out of it. And I think it's cool how we can do this in this COVID time and have hands-on experience.
All right. Speaking of hands-on experience, let's go down here out of the shack for a second and do a little hands-on taste testing of this maple syrup. Joined again by Scott Ellis, who's the outdoor program coordinator. Dylan here's a senior here. He joined us a little bit earlier. And we've got some...
Scott, take some syrup here.
All
So
right,
this
we got
is
some...
This is a tradition of the whole Sugar Shack is you got to taste the syrup. All syrups have different flavor. So we're all going to grab one here. And you
All
want to kind of coat your whole tongue with the maple syrup and let it kind of sit in there and think about the flavors
All right.
before you make any decisions.
All right, here we go.
All right, everybody ready
Here we
to
go.
taste?
That is good stuff.
Tastes like maple, doesn't it?
Yeah, it is terrific. Well, I want to thank all of you for joining us out here today. Good luck the rest of the year with this program, keeping this program alive, and good luck. Get as much use out of this shack as you can. It's just a terrific tool for the education here at Thetford Academy. So thanks again, guys. We are live at Thetford Academy at the Sugar Shack. Scott Fleischman, Channel 3 News.
Thank you, Scott.